Okay, so this is your feedback for the development and pre-production sections of your Weebly. So looking through the horror genre research, okay, good stuff. So it's good that you've put the names of the students who have done these particular pieces of work. So we've got our theories on here using emails. This is nice, there's some pictures. Very good, okay, good. We've got our iconic horror films, so there should be quite a few in here. Good, yeah, pretty good. Yep, okay. Could probably be a little bit more detail on here because I think in the booklets it says critical response and it has a review in there as well. So again, it's about kind of what made the films particularly notable and iconic. So I think that needs a little bit more detail in there if we're going to boost it up. Again, if you look in your booklets, you've got 3 or 4 students in your group that can get that in there. So this could be improved substantially. The other thing as well, I would add in the trailers for each of these to make it more interactive. So there's definitely some improvement on that one there. Nena, you've done the stock characters, so looking through. This is nice, we've got some GIFs in here, so this is looking good. Very good, liking that, excellent, yep, good. Okay, so we've got 2 e-mazes so far. Now we've got ThingLink, this is good, yep. Yep, excellent. Very good. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of detail in there as well. Quite a lot on there, very good, well done. Okay. So what's missing here then I can see is the history of the subgenre and the key stock characters. So a little bit concerned there that for student 1 doing this bit, we still have some pieces of work missing and we're now 2 weeks over the deadline. So there's a bit of a concern there, particularly when I'm giving out grades because we've got incomplete. Now according to the mark scheme, which is on the blog itself, research and planning evidence will be incomplete or may be complete. So we're looking around the level 2, which is your kind of E and D grade. So we need to be a bit more here in terms of the research into similar products needs building up. Also, I'm a little bit concerned about your time management because obviously we're now 2 weeks over the deadline and we're still lacking that work. So you're kind of really holding and limiting yourselves right now into that sort of D minus, E plus kind of section because the work's not complete. So that's definitely an urgent concern that you need to address before we submit the final deadline for this, which is the 31st of October. Moving on to the other sections, our textual analysis. Okay, so again, this section is not complete. We don't have textual analysis of the trailers. I also don't have any textual analysis of the posters from what I can see. So that's a whole huge section there that's missing. So again, if we now look at our mark scheme, we're probably looking at definitely incomplete. We're looking at a U grade for this now. So there's a real concern that the 4 hours per student has not been done, and this is well over 2 weeks from the deadline. Again, if we look at our model examples and we'll click on jump scare, we can see that the same students with the same grade profile managed in the same time to produce a complete category of all of the research here. So again, there's far more here than there is on your page. And then obviously looking at the textual analysis, we've got the analysis of film trailers that should have been done, which is there. That's in your booklets because you've already done this obviously for work. We've also got posters, which should be here. So again, they've used just a comment against it, or you could use ThingLink, but we've got all the information about the posters, all the analysis on there. And we've got the same for the front covers, so that's not been done. And again, look, we've got ThingLink being used here. So I'm really concerned that there's a hell of a lot of work here that's not been submitted. And then finally, of course, we've got the film crits here, which is them putting in their theories about Todorov and Burton and all that kind of stuff. They've presented that in a really nice way. So this is our model of what you're able to achieve. I'm concerned that there's a lack of work on here now, particularly on those aspects. If we go on to concepts, I've got Pemu's, I've got Naina's, and I've got Laura's on there, and I've got Dion's, so that's good. So again, for the work of 4 students, that's pretty bad, guys. That's a pretty bad start. We've got our treatment is incomplete. So again, we're weeks behind with this now. And our summer trailer section, that's good. So Amazon, you've uploaded that and done that on there. So ultimately, on the development section, we're really looking at a kind of E minus U grade. I think more towards the U. There's not a great deal that I can give you marks for here because it is so fundamentally incomplete.